After the great flood, humanity began again. The world was silent, empty, broken, and yet full of possibility. It was as if creation itself was waiting to see what humans would do next. The old world was gone. The old mistakes were buried underwater. And through Noah and his children, a new civilization began. Humanity started to grow again. They built homes, they built cities. The world became noisy with life once more. But this time, there was one difference. Humanity was not divided. They spoke one language. They shared one way of thinking. They dreamed the same dreams. This was the most united humanity had ever been. And from this unity, a dangerous idea was born. In the land of Shinar, people settled in one place, and they said, "Come, let us build a city and a tower whose top reaches the heavens. Let us make a name for ourselves, so that we may not be scattered over the face of the whole earth." This is the story of the Tower of Babel. This is not just the story of a tower. It is the story of human pride, the story of human fear, and the story of an eternal divine warning. The world after the flood. Humanity had seen destruction. They had seen how an entire civilization could disappear in a moment. They knew that when sin, oppression, and injustice cross all limits, divine punishment becomes inevitable. God had promised, never again would he destroy the world with a flood. And a rainbow appeared in the sky as a sign of that promise. At first, people remembered the lesson. They were grateful. They were humble. They feared God. They worked together. They built together. They farmed together. They built cities together. There were no borders, no nations, no countries. There was one humanity, one language, one culture, one civilization. But the human heart never stays empty. If it is not filled with gratitude, it is filled with pride. The rise of human confidence. With time, humanity became more advanced. They learned new technologies. They discovered new methods of construction. Instead of stone, they made bricks. Instead of mortar, they used tar. This was revolutionary technology for that age. And they began to think, we can do everything ourselves. We are building the world with our own hands. Who do we need anymore? Slowly, dependence on God was replaced by confidence in themselves. And that is where the danger began. The Great Project. On the plains of Shinar, they settled permanently. But they did not just want to survive. They wanted to become immortal. They said, let us build something that history will never forget. They did not just want a city. They wanted a symbol, a monument, a declaration, a tower whose top would reach the sky. But why? Not to worship God, but to prove we are enough. We are great. We can reach heaven on our own. They said, let us make a name for ourselves so that we may not be scattered across the earth. God wanted them to spread across the world and fill it, but they wanted to stay in one place, to build their own empire, to become their own gods. This was the hidden sin. This was not just architecture. This was rebellion. Even if they did not say it with words, their actions were saying, we can live without God. We will write our own future. We will decide our own limits. This is the oldest sin in history. It is the same desire Satan had, to become like God. The tower was not being built to reach heaven. It was being built to challenge heaven. The divine perspective. The Bible says, the Lord came down to see the city and the tower, not because God could not see it, but to show humanity how small even their greatest works are before him. God did not see bricks and stone. He saw something far more dangerous, a united humanity walking in the wrong direction. And he said, if this is only the beginning, then nothing they plan will be impossible for them. Meaning, they would forget their limits. They would try to become gods themselves. The response? Not destruction, but a warning. God did not destroy the tower. He did not send fire. He did not send a flood. He did not send an earthquake. He did something far deeper. He confused their languages. In a single moment, people could no longer understand each other. The worker who asked for bricks received water. The architect who explained the plan was understood by no one. Work stopped. Arguments began. Chaos spread. The unity that had been their greatest strength was broken. The project collapsed, not by weapons, not by fire, but by misunderstanding. And that place was called Babel, which means confusion. The real lesson. God is not afraid of tall buildings. He is warning against proud hearts. The Tower of Babel teaches us, unity without God can become dangerous. Progress without humility leads to destruction. When humans try to become gods, they destroy themselves. Modern reflection. Are we not living in the age of Babel again? We have towers that touch the sky. We have unbelievable technology. We have unbelievable power. But the question is, do we still have humility? Or are we once again saying, we do not need God? Ending. The final warning. The Tower of Babel no longer exists, but the lesson of Babel still does. It reminds us, humans can become great, but they can never become God.